Javier Chambers with Let's Talk Tobago. We're bringing you our stories this week from the charming Villa Colibri, located in the gated community of Salmon Grove in Canaan. Now let's have a peek at what's on top this week. We've got what you need to know about the hand, foot and mouth disease. Sustainable agriculture. It takes a master plan. And the Junior Chamber International is recognized for making a difference. These stories and much more when Let's Talk Tobago continues.
Hey, why don't you step into the Scarborough Library facility? It has all the knowledge of our land, people and heritage that you just won't find online. The Scarborough Library facility is now open. Tobago Library Services. Information inspires innovation.
We're at Villa Colibri and owner Patricia Campbell has been accommodating happy guests since it was built 3 years ago. More on the villa to come. Time now for a top story. The hand, foot and mouth virus infects children and adults around the world. Outbreaks are common in parts of Asia and also impacts tropical regions such as the recent cases in Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. So to keep you health informed, Omadara Mills has a few things you should know.
The hand, foot and mouth disease is a viral infection which affects mainly children but can infect adults as well. The virus can last between 7 to 10 days. It starts with a fever followed by a rash around or in the mouth, palms of the hands, soles of the feet, and can also occur on the knees, elbows and genital areas. And there are several ways in which people can become infected.
When someone who is infected with the virus, through their cough and sneeze, it also spreads if you get stool, or like if persons go to the bathroom and don't wash their hands well, and then you get stool on items like door handles or toys, and then you can touch a door handle and then touch your face or your nose or your mouth. So it's usually spread and coming in contact with surfaces infected with the virus.
There is no specific treatment for the disease, but there are several preventative steps people can take.
So you cough and sneeze into your sleeve. Also, making sure that you wash your hands properly. It involves turning on the tap, wetting your hands, putting enough soap, and you have to actually scrub vigorously. You want to scrub the inner surfaces, the back of your hands, and of course between the fingers. And then you wash under water.
Other measures include sanitizing surfaces frequently, limiting greeting people with handshakes, hugs, and kisses, and washing hands after touching areas where the virus may be present. Although you will recover from hand, foot and mouth, prevention is seen as the best way to deal with the disease.
Not just for hand, foot and mouth disease, but we're actually in flu season. So to prevent a lot of viral illnesses, including hand, foot and mouth disease, the flu, gastroenteritis, proper hygiene is the way to protect yourself. So proper hand washing, you protect yourself and you protect others if you're ill from getting it.
The Division of Health and Social Services along with the County Medical Office are on a public awareness campaign via the media, schools and all public health facilities to reduce the chances of the virus entering or spreading on the island. The health officials are also prepared to deal with any possible outbreak that may occur in Tobago. I'm Omadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
This villa is a short drive from the airport, and from here it's easy to get to many attractions on the island. Next up, it's more than honey. We've got the news on a workshop that's really buzzing. Take a look.
The importance of bees in our world is generally underestimated. These little creatures are the crown jewel of pollinators. Without them, flowers won't be able to bear plants. Through that process of cross-pollination, more food is produced from those plants. Their honey is also an excellent alternative to refined sugars and artificial sweeteners. So the Division of Agriculture, Marine Affairs, Marketing and the Environment partnered with their counterpart to host their first beekeeping workshop in Tobago to highlight the importance of bees to humanity and to get more people involved in the agriculture industry.
The basic management, seasonal management, what the product honey consists of, how it is formed, how you lay out an apiary, how you go about doing all your management aspects.
The participants also learned that there are financial benefits to producing honey. In Trinidad and Tobago, a bottle of locally produced honey can cost you as much as $100. In other words, it's a pretty lucrative business.
It's a great quality of honey, and it's demanded all around the world.
So, for participants like Mia Prasad Douglas and Marlene Davidson, this workshop is quite helpful to them, from the health aspect of producing organic honey to assisting with pollination.
Footprints is a nature reserve, and we've done a lot of reforestation and a lot of replanting and enhancement of the environment. Bees are one of the species of beneficial pollinators that have been under threat, along with butterflies. So having already done a butterfly program, we wanted to add the bees. It also helps to enhance our agricultural projects.
The reason I'm at this training is to learn how to manage honeys, how to make honey through bee production, and to be able to use it in my granola, which is one of the key ingredients in granola making. So in order to go to the healthy side of granola, I think honey would be a nice addition to the product.
The division plans to host 2 beekeeping workshops a year. I'm Caroline Wallace for Let's Talk Tobago.
Did you know that colibri is another name for the hummingbird? This villa was named after the hummingbird because it's one of the owner's favorite birds. That's a lot of pork describes our next story about a business venture that's making headlines. Have a look.
Just a few of about 50 pigs, which the owner of the Pork International Group Limited, Renette Clinton, is rearing for slaughter and sale. It's a business started about 20 years ago and one which Mrs. Clinton wants to expand.
Pork International, we have a slogan that we like to call. We want to go from suckling to sausage. When we say suckling to sausage, we mean that we want to go from rearing the animal, having the parent, rear the animal, and go into, as far as we could go, into things like ham, sausages, bacons, things like that.
And that mission takes a lot of money, financial support, which Mrs. Clinton got from the Venture Capital Equity Fund, an investment company under the Division of Finance and Enterprise Development. They've provided funding that will help with the construction of proper pens, increasing the number of pigs, and any other activities that will help her business get a good start as she expands.
Going through venture capital, it will, for me, there's a bigger picture more than building Pork International to its capacity. What it would do for me as an individual is to allow farmers like myself an avenue to build upon what they have. What we are striving towards to do is to have our own processing unit where we'll cut here in Mason Hall and disperse. We'll do a ham, chicken ham, pork ham, whatever we can do here in Mason Hall.
The venture capital strategy allows the THA to invest in the Pork International Group and become a shareholder for a maximum of 10 years. Besides providing managerial and technical support, the THA sees the signing as a way to help increase employment on the island, something that this business owner agrees with.
I see in this merger, this marriage between Pork International and Venture Capital, they say in your life's journey, you may not be able to help everybody, but if you could help one person, if I could employ people, I'm looking for people, that really wants to work. It's only better for me. It's only better for me, it's the better for Tobago, it is the better for, the people out there. So many people out there without a job.
THA's Venture Capital Equity Fund Limited has $25 million for investment in various enterprises for greater diversification and strengthening of the island's economy. Currently, Quiet River Corporation Limited, a woodwork company, and Andes Company Limited, a beverage company, are the other businesses benefiting from the fund. I'm Umadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Not all 5-year plans are the same, but coming up, this next one would feed all of us. See you after the break.
The Tobago House of Assembly has a plan, the Comprehensive Economic Development Plan, CEDP, and it is for all of us. Are you ready to benefit from higher levels of development in Tobago and a higher standard of living?
We ready!
The priority areas are branding Tobago, clean, green, safe and serene, business development and entrepreneurship.
Are you ready?
Human capital development.
I'm ready.
Social development and resilience.
I'm ready.
Improved infrastructure and utilities. Enhanced safety and security.
I'm ready.
Environmental sustainability. Tourism.
Are you ready?
Marine resources and forestry.
Are you ready?
Good governance and institutional reform.
The CEDP is ready. Join us and get on board.
Let's travel the island, straight back to my land, even to Thailand.
SIT Tobago, ready to provide your community with the highest degree of professional services in emergency response. Contact SIT Mariah at 660-0065 or SIT Speyside at 660-6096. SIT 24-hour services, emergencies, medical or other. SIT Pro, the new face of emergency management.
As you can see, if you choose to stay here, you've got an in-ground pool surrounded by tropical and exotic flowers for your quietude. Now for the latest in agriculture. We've got the roadmap that gets us to healthier food and a fit environment. It's a plan, a master plan.
From our produce on land to the harvests of the sea to branding Tobago's products, there's a 5-year strategic plan designed to address all aspects of the agricultural industry on the island.
We at the division, we are trying to create a more enabling environment for the farmers, the fisher folks, the environmentalists.
The 2015 to 2020 plan is the guide for the various units in the Division of Agriculture, Marine Affairs, Marketing and the Environment to create programs that will benefit everyone. Some of them include land distribution, a herbs project, a fruit orchard located at Corland, and the establishment of a modern packing house which will ensure that the island's produce is marketed according to international standards.
With the eco-food branding, we are saying that we want to brand our food, and we are saying that Tobago sells. If you go to Trinidad at any point in time and put a sign up and say, this is Tobago peas or this is Tobago sorrel, it is all sold out. So we are going to try to create an industry where we are going to search for profit.
The division also has long-term goals that will involve conserving the environment and getting more young people involved in the sector.
We are trying to have our youths to contribute more and to be more involved with agriculture. We are also trying to get them to liaise with the University of the West Indies, where a lot of people figure that agriculture is just farming, but it's not farming. It's research, it's agro-processing, it's lots of other stuff, and we are trying to get our youth involved with the ICT.
The 5-year guide for the agricultural sector is in keeping with the THA's Comprehensive Economic Development Plan 2.0, which points to making the industry more sustainable so that there can be greater food security for the island as it develops. I'm Umadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Let's chill Villa Colibri style right here. Think about it, and also think about this, made in Tobago. I like the sound of that, don't you? local designers are starting to sit pretty on a few international shelves. Here's the story.
Items from Ted Arthur Leather Collections, Camille Khan Designs, Alana Roberts Designs, and 9 other designers will soon be around the world thanks to the buyer's market held by the Division of Community Development and Culture and Vice Versa Fashion Management Company.
There was a buyer from Martinique who owned, I think it was either 2 shops in Martinique, husband and wife. And what they showed me was something, a nice man shop, that carry styles that are quite modern and so on. And I was quite interested in the style that he would have carried. So he gravitated towards my work.
Ted is now working on fulfilling that obligation by producing additional male items.
All those countries, French-speaking countries, and there's a lot of traversing that takes place between those countries. So it means that I might end up in Martinique, but at the end of it, we'll end up further.
Alana Roberts of Alana Roberts Designs also received orders. She creates female clothing and is quite elated that her brand will be exported after only 1 year of being in the industry.
Some of the buyers, they were really interested. They really liked the colors and the vibrancy and the fabrics and all of that. So I got good feedback. When you actually go out there and you see, other people looking at it and interested and buying it and wearing it, it's really a surreal feeling.
15 buyers from North America, London and Martinique expressed interest in the Made in Tobago products. This is one way the Division of Community Development and Culture plans to monetize the local fashion industry. I'm Caroline Wallace for Let's Talk Tobago.
At this holiday home, entertainment ranges from watching television to playing board and card games. And for outdoor fun, add no man's land to the list. Just take the Salmon Grove Road. Now a story about what positive people can achieve. The Tobago chapter of the Junior Chamber International has reason to celebrate.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
The Healthy Active Citizens for Peace and Positive Impact, or as they call it, a happy tour, is just one of the projects done by the Tobago arm of the Junior Chamber International, or JCIs. The group also sought to promote harmony by planting trees for peace and posing the question, who would you make peace with?
We're engaging the communities, the groups within the community, and we're passing on our message about being healthy, about being active, about peace and creating positive impact.
Those 2 projects, the tour and the tree planting, allowed the organization to earn the Champions of Peace Award at the 2nd Peace Awards ceremony. The biannual event is a collaboration between the Tobago House of Assembly and the Mediation Board of Trinidad and Tobago to recognize people or groups who promote mediation and other conflict resolution techniques instead of violence.
We're elated that we would have won such an award, such a prestigious award. We are happy that we can spread our message. It allows us to greater spread that message of peace and that message of positive impact to everyone, to Tobago and to Trinidad and Tobago by extension. So it's something that we're really proud of. It's something that we can add to our legacy, but it also puts a bit of responsibility on us. It puts a greater responsibility for us to lead by example and to continue to live by the standard that we set.
The peace initiatives by the JCI were not just for the awards. The plans are actually a part of the club's global policy network designed to have people become more proactive in being a positive influence in their communities.
In order for our projects to be successful, it has to create that impact. So all our projects, whenever we formulate or we think about projects, it's always with that goal in mind, to create that impact. So for example, our happy tour and even our message of peace, we are hoping that it would have prompted people to really do some introspection and really go out there and make peace and to have a peaceful, a healthy, active lifestyle.
The Assembly recognizes the importance that non-profit organizations such as the Junior Chamber International has in helping to create a more harmonious society, especially since the THE adopted the mantra of clean, green, safe and serene as part of the economic development plans for the 2013 to 2017 period. I'm Omadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Tobago sets another record, and it's a good day for sports. Coming up after these messages. We'll be right back.
Going to Barbados? Why continue to pay high prices when you can get there for only US $231.95, all taxes included? Yes, you heard right. You can now travel to Barbados from Tobago for a mere US $231.95 on Gold's weekly service. So if you're going to Barbados for business, the beach, crop over, or attending university, stop wasting your money on those other high-priced airlines and get there for a fraction of the cost. To book, just log on to www.vogel.com.br. Barbados just got closer.
Hello, I'm Davia Chambers. Thanks for staying with us. Here's a fun fact. This villa was built and decorated by husband and wife design duo Clyde and Monica Allen. Next, bringing home the bronze is one very special young man from right here in Tobago. Caroline Wallace takes us to the Paralympic Games.
Tobago's Paralympic athlete, Akeem Stewart, returned home from the International Paralympic Committee Athletics World Championships in Qatar, having medaled. The athlete secured third spot in the men's discus throw F44 event and won the country's first medal in the championships. Stewart landed the implement at 59.13 meters. Americans Jeremy Campbell earned gold while David Blair got silver. This country is pleased with Akeem as he has been participating in the F44 class while he's categorized as F43. This means his opponent's impairment or physical challenge is less than his. Akeem Stewart is coached by Tobagonian Wade Franklin. Officials of the Department of Sport in the THA were on hand to congratulate the athlete on his return to the island. I am Caroline Wallace for Let's Talk Tobago.
Guests are winning in luxury at Villa Colibri. It's situated off the main road, away from the hustle and bustle. And speaking of winning, it's a big day for football and one top-scoring primary school team. Here's Keyshawn Wilson with the sports highlights.
It was a game filled with goals scored by only one side. Bonaccord Government Primary School dominated the finals of the under-15 boys category in the Tobago district of the Atlantic National Primary Schools Football League, 5-1 against Patience Hill Government Primary. To be named champs.
There's a huge talent pool in our community. So once they get the correct support and we put things in place, it will manifest itself in these types of successes, you know. We put a lot of hard work into our preparation. It's not an easy job.
The coach says both the boys and the girls teams worked very hard to be victorious in the competition. He says it is testament to the saying that hard work and commitment brings success. The Bonaccord Primary School's girls team won the Girls Open category with a hard-fought 2-1 victory over defending champions and national runners-up St. Andrew's Anglican. One of the leading players, Kyle Jack, expressed his delight at their win.
The game was good. Should come out very hard and play. Very kind of disappointed to score a hat-trick, but it was nice to be the champions.
And in the boys under-12 finals, Scarborough Roman Catholic Primary School edged Belgarden Anglican 2-1. The Tobago district of the Atlantic National Primary Schools Football League is hosted by the Division of Education, Youth Affairs and Sport. I am Keyshawn Wilson for Let's Talk Tobago.
The kitchen here at the villa is equipped with what you need to make that scrumptious meal. But what you may need right now, and what we're going to show you, is retro music. Cue the 1970s.
It was hits like this one that sent the audience into a frenzy. The St. Augustine Chamber Orchestra revived the passion of the 70s with a repertoire of music that included hits from the Jackson 5, Stevie Wonder, Lionel Richie, Teddy Pendergrass, and Diana Ross, among many others.
Don't you know it, baby?
The Motown Super 70s Forever concert was an evening of music organized by the St. Augustine Chamber Orchestra in collaboration with the Division of Community Development and Culture. The cast comprised approximately 120 musicians and vocalists. President of God's Messengers Orchestra of Codler Hall, Aldrin Phillips, expressed his elation at being able to share the stage with the Trinidad and Tobago Youth Philharmonic.
We see this event this evening, this marvelous, great event this evening, as a platform and a stepping stone so that we can raise the level of orchestra music and enjoyment in Tobago.
Musician Renton Wright, who exhibited his trumpeting skills on the night, thanked the division and SECO for giving him and others an avenue to showcase their talents.
It's really exciting for us to come together as musicians. We are reunited once again because it didn't have a facility for us to have such events in Tobago. I'm really proud that we have such events, and this is the way forward.
SECO is a non-profit organization dedicated to music education and performance excellence among the youth of Trinidad and Tobago, and was founded by Kenneth Listrop, a music educator. From the Division of Community Development and Culture, I'm Kimberly Job for Let's Talk Tobago.
Well, it's time for Have Your Say, where you, our viewers, weigh in on what matters. Earlier in our program, we provided you with information about the hand, foot, and mouth disease. You now have the 1, 2, 3s of prevention. So what do you plan to do to lower your risk of contracting the virus? Here's what a few of our viewers shared with us.
It's all about practicing proper hygiene.
Wash your hands before and after you eat, especially when handling money.
Take precautionary measures to make sure that I am not at risk.
You can't take no chance with everything. So anyhow you take it, you have to wash your hand with everything.
The best thing that I think anybody should really do is what we were taught from since small, growing up, you know what I mean? The basic, wash your hands at all times before you eat, you know what I mean? You know, use the hand sanitizers, like places there's hand sanitizers all about.
That's all for us this week. Please email your comments or queries on anything you've seen in this program and visit our website at www.tha.gov.tt. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Davia Chambers. On behalf of all of us at the Department of Information, we thank you for watching. Until next time, be safe and enjoy your week.